Think back to the classic era of horror pulp fiction, when sinister paperbacks occupied turnstiles adorned with chilling book covers, painted by artists such as Lisa Falkenstern, Jill Bauman, and Tom Hallman, whose works are celebrated in the fantastic Paperbacks from Hell, a history of 70s and 80s horror fiction by Grady Hendrix. Now, I grew up reading those books, absorbed by the colourful nightmares of their lurid covers, and I lamented the passing of that age, where horror paperbacks were stripped from the shelves, stripped of their painted artwork, in favour of non-offensive bland graphic design, where even the term horror would eventually be replaced by terms such as dark fantasy or thriller. Inspired by Paperbacks from Hell, me and Sarah Daly have set up the independent horror publisher Hex Arcana to do what we can to help bring about the rebirth of horror paperbacks with traditional painted book covers. Books that wear their horror proudly as a badge of honour. And it all begins today with The Sound of His Horn, a terrifying cult horror novel from decades ago, written by the mysterious Sarban. This chilling tale follows an Allied soldier who falls unconscious during a prison escape, only to awaken in a world ruled by the victorious Nazis, where political enemies are released into a vast hunting ground to be pursued in the night by terrifying steel-taloned Catwoman. Merciless and brutal, they chase their prey to the resounding echo of their Nazi master, to the sound of his horn. This nightmare novel is beyond easy description and makes for an unforgettable read. Over time, it has gained a formidable reputation as a classic of the genre. Hugo Award-winning author Thomas M. Dish ranks The Sound of His Horn number 12 in his list of all-time great fantasy stories, which also comes highly recommended by acclaimed horror writer and critic Kim Newman in his own book, Horror 100 Best Books. But if that wasn't enough, we're also thrilled to announce that Lisa Falkenstern of legendary Paperbacks from Hell fame has come out of retirement from the horror genre to produce a spectacular, traditionally painted book cover, her first in decades. But that's not all. We're equally proud and honoured to announce that our novel features an exclusive foreword written by the esteemed horror critic Kim Newman, whose essay provides an exemplary elaboration on the literary merits and importance of The Sound of His Horn within the horror genre. The Sound of His Horn is a meticulous reproduction of the paperbacks of a bygone era. From our black as midnight matte book cover to our careful choice of authentic book-wove material for our book pages. Book size, font types, font sizes, layouts of text, chapters and margins all conform to the popular standards of a bygone era, lovingly reproduced just for you, so that The Sound of His Horn will perfectly resemble a treasured book from 40 years ago. Now, while this may be our first horror paperback, we have previously produced the spectacular illustrated hardback book, The Book of Beastly Creatures, and as Kickstarter veterans, we have also led 7 successful campaigns for our previous horror films. So, you can rest assured that your pledge is in safe hands. By pledging for The Sound of His Horn, you'll receive a one-of-a-kind book, a beautiful artifact made with care and passion to be cherished forever. You'll also be supporting our endeavours to create a new horror publisher with a focus on producing more horror paperbacks with traditional painted book covers. We want to bring something back, something special, something rebellious from the past that I feel is lost from genre publishing today. The more books you pledge for, the quicker we can move on to our next book. So do check out our bundle rewards if you would like to get a second or third copy with your pledge, as our book can make the perfect gift for family, friends, or even nemesis. You can also make special pledges which make for a once-in-a-lifetime gift, which will see us add your name or the name of a loved one or a friend to the book's special thank you page, basically our credits. We also have editions that come signed with personal dedications from the founders of Hex Arcana Publishing, that's basically me and Sarah Daly. You can also pledge for our previous book, The Book of Beastly Creatures, which is written by myself, Sarah Daly and Tom Staunton, in standard, signed, and versions with personal dedications, as well as our previous movies. Especially generous pledgers can pledge to become a friend of the Society of Hex Arcana, and will receive a credit in perpetuity with the rest of our Society members on this and all of our future Hex Arcana books. Such a pledge shall be used to expand the scope of our publishing company, allowing us to produce more books, helping us greatly in our mission to champion horror publishing. So, folks, with your support, we can achieve something truly exciting, a new force in genre publishing, focused on quality craftsmanship and classic storytelling. Together, we can produce a series of horror paperbacks with fantastic painted covers, designed by celebrated artists from the heyday of horror publishing. With the sound of his horn, you will receive a remarkable book, produced with a high-quality finish, and a chilling story that you won't soon forget. And it all starts today with you. So, thank you so much for watching my video. Please pledge and share, and I hope very soon to be working with you.